This sweet Coulibiac version is the quintessential French dessert. Wow, I can't wait any longer. Hi guys, originally Coulibiac is an extraordinary savory dish filled with salmon, whitefish and other incredible ingredients such as vesiga, the marrow from the spinal cord of the sturgeon fish. And the Coulibiac au saumon à l'impériale was born, so popular in Russia in the early part of the 20th century. Let's get started. Brioche making. Mix dry ingredients first, which are flour, sugar, salt, and instant or fresh yeast. Then add the chilled eggs and milk. Knead on medium-low and medium, scraping down the sides of the bowl as it goes. When smooth and the dough gets firm and pulls away, then you're gonna add the chilled and cubed butter and knead for another 10 minutes or until smooth and elastic. Now, the brioche dough should be at 77-81 degrees Fahrenheit, 25-27 Celsius. At this stage, no extra flour needed. If the brioche is well mixed, it should not stick. Shape into a tight ball and let rise for about 90 minutes. I cannot describe the smell of a fermented brioche, but it's quite amazing. You got to experiment that. So the next step for my brioche, I'm going to punch it down and flatten it on a baking tray. Deflate completely, fold it over to make a nice and even slab. Wrap up and freeze for an hour. That will put the brioche to its sleeping mode. Then transfer to the refrigerator to rest overnight. Either way, savory or sweet Coulibiac stuffing or filling is wrapped in crepes and brioche. Speaking of which, here is the easiest and most reliable crepe batter making process. Blend all ingredients together and chill. Resting time allows the flour to fully absorb the liquid and gives the gluten a chance to relax. The best option, of course, is to use a crepe pan, but I don't have any, so I'm gonna use a flat frying pan. Oil lightly and pour the crepe batter. You just want to cut the bottom of your frying pan. Then as soon as the edges get brown, run a spatula and flip it. You know, back in the days when I was apprentice, there is one particular task the boss loves to challenge you with. It's how many crepes can you make in 1 hour. So basically you have 3 or 4 pans running simultaneously. But you know what? After a few hundreds, you know how to make crepes in a fast pace. Next, the stuffing or filling, whatever you want to call it, is going to be sensational. So first I'm going to take care of my rhubarb. Peel them off as you would peel the strings out of a celery stalk. It's optional though. Trim off ends and divide into 2 or 3 pieces and simply poach them in orange juice and sugar. To follow, I'm gonna peel a couple of baking apples such as Granny Smith, Fuji, Royal Gala, Honeycrisp, your choice. And with the use of an apple core, I'm gonna make cylinders. Then I'm gonna soak them in lemony water to prevent from oxidizing. And then I'm gonna give a quick caramelization in sugar and butter. Transfer to a plate and save the pan for the bananas. And of course, I am going to flavor those cute little apple logs with cinnamon. That is incredible. Next, bananas. I'm gonna peel them. You know, actually, a banana should be peeled from the top, here, not from the stem. So grab a knife and just cut 2/3 of it. That's it. How to make things more complicated? So I'm going to cut them in half and lengthwise. And you want to saute your bananas for about 90 seconds on each side in this juicy caramel that was just produced by the apples. Voila! And of course you want to save all of the juices. Ooh la la, ça va être bon. Done with cooking. Now I'm going to make this incredible mixture of dried apricot, apricot jam, and passion fruit. Ready for the assembly? I am. So the technique I am going to use for the stuffing makes your life easier. I'm going to make it in 2 steps. So basically I'm going to line my work surface with a plastic wrap, and then I'm going to overlap 4 crepes and build up my dessert with layers of banana, rhubarb, apples, jam, and repeat this step once. Now you want to make a thick log and freeze for a maximum of 2 hours. Next, I'm going to roll out my brioche. That beautiful brioche is ready. And you'll see that rolling it out from a flat rectangle makes sense, especially when you want to end up with a 13 by 13 inches, 33 centimeter sheet. It takes no time. Here I am going to use 2/3 of my brioche. Roll out brioche into a 13 by 13 inch square. Don't hesitate though to use your freezer back and forth if the brioche softens too fast. And when ready to go, egg wash the dough and wrap in the winter fruits log. Don't forget to remove the plastic wrap. So once wrapped, you want to flatten out each end and trim off excess dough and fold each flattened end tight against the seam. It's crucial though, the same way you would deal with a Wellington. So you want to make sure that every time you deal with something that is wrapped in puff pastry or brioche, that the dough is evenly distributed. Otherwise, you may end up with an undercooked pastry. And that's the last thing you want. Though the good news is that the brioche offers more consistent results than the puff pastry, since it has to be proofed pre your baking. Egg wash the Coulibiac and refrigerate for an hour. Egg wash again and score. Let proof for about 90 minutes and bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 180 degrees Celsius for 35 minutes. I hope, guys, you have enjoyed this extraordinary Coulibiac episode. To get the full recipe, go to brunoskitchen.net. Please subscribe, like my page on Facebook, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest at Bruno Albouze. Thank you again for watching. Bon appétit, and see you next time.